A coach who has had a great year is Matt Painter. Michael Shrewsbury gave him some props last night after Purdue's win over Penn State. Shrewsbury has coached with him on two different occasions as an assistant, so he knows Paint well. And he said he's the best coach in the country. So I ask you guys, who would you start your program with? You know, you're an athletic director. You can hire anybody. I'm giving you the opportunity to hire any coach in the country here to build your program. T.O., we'll start with you. Who are you choosing and why?
Well, first of all, I want to say Matt Painter, the job he's done this year, I feel like it's been overlooked a little bit in the National Coach of the Year candidacy because of what Jerome Tang's done and what some of these other coaches have done. But man, I thought on this, and to be honest with you, I'm still not entirely certain. I love Bill Self. I think he's awesome. He has the right personality to get along with the fan base, with the right personality to get along with the boosters, the administration, all that stuff. To me, Bill Self is A1 at this point. But if I'm going to go with a wild card, somebody who I think is up and coming and rising quickly, I wanted to grow with him. I was a young AD. I wanted to grow with him. I'd take a swing at Pat Kelsey because he's got a lot going for him. He's got the right energy. I know they've lost 2 in a row now, but he's got the right energy. He's big on marketing. He gets along with his players, and there's a different energy about it when you talk to him and how he wants to grow his program. That's somebody, if I was young and we're starting from scratch, I would consider Pat Kelsey.
Tyler?
Yeah, so I love the job that Matt Painter's done. And to me, I think he is the coach of the year this year. But there's another person out there that a lot of people aren't talking about that is getting overlooked. And I just want to throw Rodney Terry's done a great job for Texas and what they've been through. He's got them on top of the Big 12, doing a great job. But to answer your question, if I'm starting a program right now as an AD, I'm hiring Wes Miller. If you look at his somebody
wait.
I like it.
Former teammate.
Don't let him go.
All right, we need to get that out there first, Tyler. We full disclosure. Tyler's not the most objective human being when it comes to Wes Miller.
I like
one of my best friends, by the way. But I will say this: Coach K under 40, 215 wins. Wes Miller 217. I mean, that's pretty good company.
It is good.
And he has taken the UNCG team to the tournament, made them a tournament team. They gave Florida State a run, which Florida State, they were a contender that year. But their team fights. I watched them play Houston over the weekend. They could have handed Houston an L. I mean, they were right there until the end. I think he has his team competing and playing hard. And that, to me, is what really a program is built on, is how consistently tough your team plays. And I like what he's done at UNC and the direction that Cincinnati's going. So it's a no-brainer. I go out and hire Wes Miller immediately.
All right. Painter from Shrewsbury, so I'm not picking him. Self from T.O., I'm not picking him. Wes Miller, I might pick him in 10 years. I'm not picking him yet. I'm going with Scott Drew. I'm going with a guy who took the worst situation we've ever seen in college basketball history and turned them into a national champion. Okay, not only to do that, 15 years, last 15 years, he's gone to 10 NCAA tournaments. He's gone to 2 Elite Eights, 2 more Sweet 16s, in addition to the national title. He'll have them in contention again for a Final Four this year, and he does it with the culture of positivity. He fits today's day and age, right? 30 years ago, I don't know if I would have picked Scott Drew. But right now, he knows how to connect with these kids. He is a relentless worker. And again, to me, what Scott Drew has done, if honestly, if you put the most impressive accomplishments ever in college basketball history, Scott Drew taking Baylor and winning a national title has to be up there. Brad Stevens taking Butler to 2 straight national title games has to be up there. Those are 2 of the most impressive that we've ever seen.